or heard him yet, unless he's on. All right. Hopefully, I hit the checking the stream. This is Black Knight. I'm just flying in the bombardier seat of a Wellington, just setting up for this bomber run. Just getting my salvo down, checking this. I'm going to preset my altitude to Angels 14. We're doing, since it's a fresh reload, we're doing a run on Wissant. I'm going to try and fly 10 operations today and take out 10 targets to see if I can't win the map. So that's what my goal is today, to see if the winning of the map works. So we're starting with our first target, which is Wissant. Again, I'm still working on all of the pre-scripted missions, even though, as I said to Anonymous before, the goal is not to have any pre-scripted missions. The goal is to come into a server, get on an air spawn base, create the number of aircraft you want in your flight, fly over, fly waypoints, fly radio towers, fly however you want to fly, and then bomb whatever target you want to bomb, and have all of the subordinate bombers open their bomb bay doors and drop their bombs when you drop, which would eliminate any post-mission load for bomber operations. They won't even be needed. It's not even necessary. You have, with this, you have all of the commands of the group. So if you go tab 6 and you go formation, and I say, okay, I want them in a Vic, and then I go tab 6, and then I change their spacing to near. I know that my guy is not the lead. Okay, the lead is one up in front of me. I can either, to see if my boys can't make it through, bomb Wissant, knock out the target, and come home. Again, the goal with Warbirds of Prey is to make it a player-centered mission server. Now, I know Fatal's got a lot of stuff going on over there with the TWC server and Genghis Khan. A lot of the coding that Flug did and all of that stuff, hey, I think it's fantastic, but I think a lot of those capabilities are within the game already. So this is what I've been trying to communicate over, the past month to the boys at Team Fusion to maybe get fixed, is to have the bombers be able to, you call in your own set of bombers and they do what you do. They follow the leader. They open their doors and they drop their bombs. If you guys can solve that, that changes the whole dynamics of what I'm trying to build here at Warbirds of Prey. It'll totally remove the scripted mission concept, except for maybe patrols and coastal patrols, as well as, squadron scrambles and intercepts of 109s for any group coming over. Anyway, enjoying my coffee. Again, you have the ability to take command of your own flight, even in the server right now, but the only bomber that bombs is the lead bomber. None of the subordinate bombers bomb off of the lead. One, maybe creating a target point. Like if you're going to bomb here, creating a ground attack point, or creating a new block for flight plan, and creating your own waypoint flight plan. All of these are radio beaconed, these waypoints on this scripted mission. So we're just climbing out. Headed to pick up Anonymous at either Gravesend or Canterbury, but it is a 10-minute flight out.
I'll just come out of Gravesend. Heading
Okay.
down.
Copy. We'll be making our turn at Kenley within 5 minutes. Our turn for Gravesend, so yeah, I'd set that fuel consumption to about 20% to 30%. A little bit further.
Yeah.
Woking and Guilford.
Copy.
Echo 10, number pad 6, 1. I think we crossed that river, I'm pretty sure.
Tab 6-1. Yeah.
Yeah, Echo 10, 6-1.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, coming up through there. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm circling Gravesend, waiting.
Copy.
Dropping revs right down. Although I think this is pretty good for fuel. It's
See, now I think another option in the tab 1 menu for recipients, in Anonymous's case, he should have the ability to command his flight to escort bombers under the air targets. So there's a couple of things under the air targets that we're missing, like escort bombers, rejoin formation. You know, there's 2 that you could add in there right away under the air targets. So, or even something in the main menu, you know, flight commands.
We definitely need a reformation.
Like
the reform again.
Or flight leader commands. You know, like at the end, yeah, you got ground control, but being the flight lead of a group, what are your commands? Rejoin formation. Escort bomber group. You know, if there's a bomber group within your surrounding area, and like if I'm flying over and Anonymous picks me up, him as the flight lead should be able to command the tab menu and go escorting bomber group. And if I'm within 1,000 meters of him, his flight now is under the command of escorting that bomber group.
Yeah.
Which means that when planes attack us, all of his fighters know to break off and go kill somebody.
How could we get out of these air spawns? You know, get back on the deck, taking off properly.
Well, the problem with that is how the planes taxi. Now, the person that was working on that was Fatal, and he was giving positive feedback on that's just about working perfect now. That everybody's following the leader out, everybody's lining up on the runway, and everybody's taking off. Now, if that works, then we can get everybody on the deck. But if they're not following the leader on the deck and they're not following the leader in the air, you know what I mean, for even bombers, and we got to jump out and jump back in, and we got to do all of that hunky-dory crap, you know, until that's all worked out. But I know that they've got their VR and their 4K thing and everything that they're working on as top priority on their list. Maybe they'll come back and communicate with us about fixing these little holes and little adjustments. I think would be great. But yeah, that would be the only way. We just passed Kenley. We're turning for Gravesend now. That would be the only way to for that to be fixed. For us to get the planes on the ground is only up to the powers that be in fixing the taxiing capabilities of the planes on the ground. I mean, there is a way to set it up. Yeah, I think we're about 2 minutes away from crossing Biggin Hill. I think there might be a way to do it as a scramble spawn. And
Yeah.
you're the leader in this.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I
I
haven't
never
really
have like
put
that.
it in. I haven't really put it in to try it, and getting your group off the deck.
We could try it. Try it for 2 planes first. And 3.
It's just their spacing on the runway on the spawn scramble. I could put it in. I could put it in
Then we
again.
could do. Yeah, if we put the planes far enough away at Gravesend, surely there's enough.
Well, you have to do it in a scramble. You can't do it in a parked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I found that, but that's the taxiing issue.
Right.
We could try it as a taxi again, but as everybody starts to taxi and funky in the plane, then everybody's lined up on, don't follow the taxiway, and they jump like leapfrog, and then they leapfrog in front of you.
Difficult.
Yeah. Now, if we do it as a scramble, then everybody's lined up on the airfield. Everybody's lined up on the runway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're hot then, and we.
Yeah, you are hot. Your engines are hot, and you're ready to take off.
Well, that'd be better than asphalt. But anyway.
Yeah, we could try that. Maybe that would work even better. Maybe that would work with the return to base, because now they're taking off from a said base.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That might clean up that landing issue.
Yeah. Well, we could try it with just a couple. Let's do it now after this mission. We'll try it with just a couple of planes.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a restart. So
That's all right. We've done enough restarts in our time.
Yeah.
All right, looking for you.
Yeah, we're just, let's see, I would put us right at Opprington, or 2-4, right across that river. Right on the, on the O in Orpington.
Orpington, yeah, I got you.
And we're just about to cross the river right now. No, not far off at all. Still climbing. Everything looks good. Bombers are in a Vic formation.
You should hit about the south of Gravesend then, shouldn't
you? We're going to be flying right over Gravesend.
Oh, yeah, of course, you're on the beacon, aren't you?
Yep, guys are on the beacon. Man, that would give a whole new meaning to bringing in your bomber group and flying the beacons. Whole new meaning to bringing in your bomber group and flying the beacons and creating your own flight path. I think that would be cool for, the Wimpy squad and the bomber squadrons. You could really incorporate that even more in
Really easy, yeah.
yeah, and imagine if each bomber pilot had their own 5 bombers. Well, if you got 5 bomber pilots consistently getting on with the Wimpy squad, well, that's 25 bombers. You
Yeah.
know, and that's all now player centered. Now, then you don't need any other AI in the game.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And if, let's say, okay, so for a pure British circus, okay, so you got your set of bombers, and let's say 5 guys grabbed 5 Spitfires, right? You got your 25 fighters coming over to really get into a great online battle. Now, if 5 Germans got there, man, what a great online war. Man, I'd love to see if that would come off without any lag.
Well,
you know, but you can't try that unless you got the pilots to come on. And I've been looking for more pilots to join us here with testing Warbirds of Prey. But I would love to have you guys from the Wimpy Squad give it a shot.
yeah.
That would be really unique. All right, I'd say I'm about 6 miles or 7 miles from Gravesend.
Look at that. Okay. I'm Angel 7.5 over Gravesend.
You got eyes on our group. We
Copy.
and 3 cup of coffee.
Flying right into the sun.
You got eyes on our group. We are currently at altitude 9,000 or 10,000 feet exactly.
Yeah, I'm flying east at the moment. I'm turning now.
Copy. We are right over Gravesend.
I can see you. It's nice to be above the cloud.
Yeah, just over the airfield now. And you got your radio beacon tower.
I see you.
We've hit group waypoint 3.
Yeah, I'm above you. Sorry, I must have been higher than that. I'm at 18,000, sorry. I see your big formation down there.
Yeah, we're going to be turning towards Dungeness. Yep, starting our turn now.
Okay.
And this is for anybody that's not really into flying the planes. You can always jump on and just ride as a gunner, ride as a bombardier. Even if you don't have all of the kit yet, rudder pedals, flight stick, throttle quadrant, trim.
Let's cross your nose.
Copy that.
Man, there's some planes in the area. I've got my boys sweeping in. We've got another group behind you.
Yep.
And
Looks
they got my
good. This should be a good run on Wasan.
Oh yeah.
Again, I've been working with trying to find the data on radio beacons, on secondary beacons for the runways, trying to set all of that up. Really working hard to try and make this server unique in that aspect. Hats off to Snapper for pushing me in that direction after learning about that and the gauge and how to use it. Appreciate the knowledge, sir. And then anytime the Wimpy Squad wants to come over and fly a hop, would love to have you.
You're on autopilot.
No, the AI is flying the plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Bombardier.
Yeah. So if you take lead, you have to give up your seat by the waypoint that is prior to bombing. So at waypoint 4 at Dungeon S, if I was flying, I would have to go down to the bomber seat, go back up to the pilot seat, and then I'd have to kick myself out of the pilot seat, let the AI take it before that turn. Be in command for that last waypoint. Makes a turn, and I'm in the bombardier seat for that final run across the channel. Or gunners. But the pilot has to be in command for that last waypoint. Do you get what I'm saying?
I've got 2 groups of 5 in the area.
Yeah, you can't.
Are you the front group?
We're the front group, and I'm in the second to the right. I'm in the wingman slot of the A. I'm in B.
Okay, so you look down, you should see me come up.
Oh yeah, I saw you. I saw you come across my nose, underneath me to the back. Yeah.
Just got to make sure I know which plane. I think it's your plane.
Yeah, here's where nav lights would come in handy.
Oh yeah, Johnson.
Yeah, I could flick on my nav lights and show you which one I'm in. Supposedly we're getting nav lights. Supposedly the searchlights are fixed. Supposedly, hopefully they take my aerodrome idea.
Oh really?
And runway lights.
Searchlight's fixed.
Yeah, they're fixing all of that. And if they do the aerodrome idea I gave the Fatal,
Yeah.
that the aerodrome, the runway, yeah, you just came running underneath me.
Okay. I know which is your plane.
Now the which would be really cool, that if you're flying back in the night ops and you fly into the aerodrome, the runway light should kick on. Which would make, man, that would be so cool. You know what I mean? You're coming back from a night ops, you fly back to Gravesend, and as you fly through the aerodrome, the runway lights kick on for your bomber group to set up to land and get in a pattern. And that's the whole thing, then commanding them to land. So we'll try that in the next reload. We'll remove the air spawn and turn it into, and just make the air base.
Let me just try and see what happens.
I'll create another file.
Yeah.
Just in case it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then we'll just switch them. We'll go from old to new and see if that works at Canterbury and at Gravesend.
And look, Pansy 3, for God's sake, man, get out.
You must have had a collision.
You're probably going slow, that's the trouble.
Check your spacing. You look pretty tight. Go to near spacing. Your guys look pretty tight in that Vic coming through. or that diamond. Yeah, it's formation first, then spacing. So whatever formation you select, it will always be a close formation. If you then don't go and do spacing, then you're going to have collisions.
Yeah, I'm watching them going back up. Counting my planes, see how many I've got. C3. Yeah, 2 wings, 1 of 3 and 1 of 5.
Yeah, I got Dungeness coming up.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, I'm just about over that main forest sitting behind Dungeness, which would be Hotel 999 and India 97. I'm right on that line, crossing that little forest. This little patchy forest here, just about over top of it.
Yeah, I'll go out.
All right. So if you're just joining me, call signs Black Knight. Hey, hit that like button and subscribe. Doing a bomber operation with Anonymous. We're going to change some things for the next hop with fighters and see what happens. I went back to the old timer because artists, your timer's not killing the process for some reason. Not sure what's going on there, but so the time left will be running in a negative number. So we've been in the mission in 34 minutes. So the mission will read in the negative. I apologize, but that's the best I can do with the timer. Our rotation on this mission is 12 hours. Now, we can't do 12 hours on the fall map or the winter map because the sun in the air is not doesn't stay out the longest. But by far, Anonymous and I would agree that the fall map adds so much colors, the colors and the changes, the ground textures, and it just, I don't know. Even though it's shorter in time, it still is a really nice map to fly on. Well, again, And I think Anonymous agree with me that when the patch comes out with the 4K textures, I don't think anything it'll all be stunning. So really looking forward to that. Make sure.
Put it with our Christmas decorations.
What's that?
We can put it on our Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Windows update coming. Morning, lad.
Oh, morning, Andy.
Would be
How are you?
nice when it comes. How you doing, Andy? So
All
yeah,
right.
we're just doing a recording, just trying to get this bomber operations, and then we'll make a quick change. We're about ready to turn at Dungeon S. As I said, most bomber operations in Warbirds of Prey only take about an hour. So right when we started the server, I started the mission. So we're into the mission 30 minutes. Now I'm turning towards target area in probably about 2 minutes. I think we're at the altitude we're going to be bombing from, which is 14,000. And my speed is set, so I'm good to go to make this drop.
Have you gone feet wet yet?
It's 2 miles, maybe a mile. We're right almost over the point, the lighthouse or the radio tower.
Yeah, oh, I see. Oh, Folkestone, you mean? Coming out there.
No. Dungeon S.
Oh, Dungeon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're at Dungeon S at waypoint 4.
Oh, yeah, I've got you.
So, India 9,
Yeah.
2, 5.
Yeah, I don't know where the other group is. See your group. Oh, yeah, there they are. And I'm going to let you run away now and see what the spotting for me is like with this new monitor, with this new TV.
The updates.
And I've got a phone call.
Copy. Yep, we just hit waypoint 4. Now, in waypoint 4, if you're flying in the lead plane, that's when you have to give up the pilot seat right before you hit that waypoint. So you gotta use your manned position keys. Go to the bombardier, go to the pilot, then hit release position. Kick yourself out of the pilot seat. Give it back to the AI to fly this last leg. I could put one more waypoint in the middle of the channel so that you could fly to the waypoint a little bit sooner, which I might do. I might put a 5th waypoint in the middle of the channel. So if I bring up the map, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if I put a waypoint right here at about the 5-minute mark, that's when you got to give up your pilot seat. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you don't want to give up your pilot seat this early. You want to fly, then give up your pilot seat to the AI, get down to the bombardier seat, wait your 5 minutes. They call out the 5 minutes, then they call out the 60 seconds. And then you bomb your target, then you get back into the pilot seat and fly home. Yeah, I might do that. That sounds like a good for these scripted missions, which I don't. This is what I've been trying to communicate to the guys at Team Fusion. I don't want scripted missions. I don't want to have to load a mission. I don't need this tab 4 menu list if we can get the bombers to and planes to follow the lead plane when you spawn in a large group. You solve that, man, you really make not only offline play but also online play so player centered. It will be better than what 2 guys grab a couple of fighters at 10 fighters and they fly escort. That my opinion would be cool. Let's check time left. I believe we got about 44 minutes into this. 41 minutes. Again, timer will tick over at 12 to 12 hours and then restart.
Anybody there? Is anybody on? Anybody here?
Yeah. What's that?
No, I thought nobody could hear me. I've had to restart my PC because of Windows update.
Roger.
Net frame. No stuff.
All right. I think he said 5 minutes to target. So I'm going to hit tab 6, 2, 1, and I'm going to bring them together. Go to my nose gunner, and you guys can see really winging up tight with these guys. Drop these bombs on Wissant. Going back to the Bombardier. Lining up this target. Check in altitude. Checking speed. Still looks good. Yeah, 140. Still on salvo. All right.
No,
Just
no
gotta. Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
No graphics card update as well.
Oh, copy that.
Come out yesterday. We look at it. 536.99. No one.
Let me get my timer up, get my stopwatch up, get ready to hit my 60 seconds. I don't know if he said 5 minutes to target or not, but I'm pretty sure he might have. I was jumping over on the server. Got some clouds in the area. Let's hope it breaks for a clear run. If not, that's why you start your stopwatch. Now it seems to be off by about 10 seconds. Let's see if I'm right. When it says 60 seconds, we're at the speed that we want to be. We're at the altitude we want to be. Everything is stable. Let's see if the 60 seconds is accurate. I also want to see if the guy at 60 seconds opens the bomb bay doors, the pilot, as the AI. Then you don't have to worry about it. All you got to worry about is zooming in and dropping your bomb. We've got 1 minute to target here. We are right off French Point. Yep, 60 seconds. I want to see if he opens my bomb bay doors. Let's see if the lead has opened his bomb bay doors. Yes, he has. Let's check. I'm going to hit my bomb bay doors open. Okay, so I had to open them. All right, so now I'm going into the bomb site. Ready to hit. As I said to the guys at Team Fusion, man, if you can bring that cord, from on the wall where your bomb release is and bring that down, that would be great. But you can always set it to a key binding. 9:30. I'm 30 seconds over target. Bombs away. That's about 30 seconds from that 1 minute over. You know what I mean? Till they said bombs away. So we need to make note of that. That it's that 1 minute. The target is 30 seconds shy. Well, let's see how we do on Wasan. Let's see if we knock it out.
No driver up yet, Gary.
Oh, thank you. But for
Yeah,
gravity card,
Wasan is gone. All right, let's. I'm gonna jump off and end the stream here and
okay.
go to resetting up the base. I hope you enjoyed this bomber operation from Warbirds Prey with Black Knight Anonymous. We're going to log off and try to fix some things with the fighters and see if we can't scramble